Darkcast Network. Welcome to the dark side of podcasts.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Welcome to another episode of All Hallows Eve podcast with Kathi.
And Jason, she just couldn't wait for that one. I was ready to say it, and you're like, nope, motherfucker. It's all mine. Anyway.
Giddy up, cowboy.
Yeah. No.
You say that now.
So, yeah, it's been a couple weeks, right?
Yes, it has been too long.
Been too long?
Yeah.
Been too long?
It's been too long.
So how long is he? Never mind. I don't want to know. All right, so what do you got in store for us this week before we dive into our other stuff?
Mine touches on some superstitions and traditions.
Okay. All right. Well, my birthday was last week,
Yes.
right? And yours is coming up, so...
Shh. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah, shh. Don't say nothing. By the way, it's her birthday. It's coming up. Make sure you hop on Facebook and say, happy birthday.
Whatever.
I'll definitely let everybody know.
That's
what
okay.
you did to me. So... What? So,
Did you have a good week?
yeah, that was good.
Kids
Middle
have-
of a job change again, so that's always good, right?
Yes. No.
Yes and no, maybe.
Maybe.
So, who
We'll
knows?
find out as we go.
Yeah. So, no, it was all right. It was pretty good.
The
Getting
kids-
out and doing some exploring.
Yes.
Something we haven't done in a while.
The kids
So-
are loving it.
Yep.
They love going out to the trails.
Yes. Yes, they do.
The kids have been having fun with swim,
Yeah.
and we went strawberry picking this week, which was a lot of fun.
And swim is a lot more cheaper than other activities.
Well, we do the lessons through the school, and
Yeah.
they're
yeah.
half an hour, but the kids seem to learn so much
Oh, yeah. No.
from these classes, and they have a blast while they're there.
Yeah. They need to start that sooner instead of high school. Start it in middle school.
Middle school, they do take swim for gym.
Oh, do they?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, who knew?
Yep, but
Shows
here
how much I pay
it
attention.
starts at middle school.
All right. Okay.
So the elementary school kids just get free lessons from the high schoolers during the summer.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I knew that because I've done it the last couple of years. So,
And they love it.
so
And they had fun last night on the trail. We went later than usual.
yeah,
Like
kind of freaked the kids out a little
a
bit.
little bit towards the end. It was starting to get dark, and they were like,
We need to go. We need to go now. Hey, look, there's a shortcut. That's what Reagan said. She's like, there's a shortcut. We can get out. I'm like, no.
Nope. We did get to see some deer.
And it scared the hell out of everybody.
Oh, yeah, we all jumped a mile high, and the deer looked at us like, what are you jumping for? You
Weird.
scared us.
You're in our bedding area. But yeah, no, it was nice. What, hour and a half walk? Something
At
like
least,
that.
yeah.
So, yep. And getting our Halloween stuff in order, hopefully.
We have a
Starting
theme.
way
We know what we
sooner
want to
than
do.
normal,
And
but yeah, just getting to it and doing it. So,
do it, do it, do it.
yup. So, all right. Well, you ready to get into this week's episode?
I thought we were going to do some weird news.
We are, and actually, I want to make an announcement. We are going to be the network is doing a special, and it has to do with summertime, true crime, paranormal, things like that. It will be coming out soon, and we will actually be a part of that. And so keep your eyes peeled for that. That'll be coming out here shortly in the next couple weeks or so.
I keep forgetting
So-
we got to get the research done for that.
Yeah, yep. So it won't be long, but you'll get to hear us along with a ton of other great podcasts that are part of the network. So keep your eyes peeled for that one.
Or your ears.
Or your ears, yeah. Considering we're not visual.
Thank goodness.
Right?
Y'all won't want that. Nope.
Break your computer. Talking about me, not you. So, but yeah, keep your eyes and ears peeled for that, because that's going to be a lot of fun to do. And we might actually dive into that subject that we're covering a little bit deeper in a future episode.
Right,
So,
because the one we're doing for the network is just a 15-minute little.
Yep. So you kind of get because there's so many of us that's part of the network now. So you got to get the best of everybody. And,
right. So you're just going to get a 15-minute little clip.
Yep.
And then further down the line, we will
expand.
Yeah,
we'll dive a lot more into that character, because
topic.
Yeah. So that will be fun. So, but yeah. And thank you for everybody that is still listening. I know we've been doing every 2 weeks, but thank you. We appreciate it. It means the world to us. So
yes, it does.
All right. You ready?
Yes, I want to hear your weird news.
Okay. Hold on. I don't know if you've heard about this. Listeners might have heard about it, because I've heard about it before, but this gets into it a little bit deeper. This happened back on June 12th, and I thought it was kind of funny. So,
I don't know what we're talking about.
The headline is, "Woman declared dead in Ecuador revives during her wake."
What?
Yeah, health authorities are investigating. Yeah. So they were having her wake, and she woke up. Wouldn't it scare the shit out of you?
But, okay, read the article.
Yep. Okay, so this happened in Quito, Ecuador. A 76-year-old woman who was declared dead at a hospital in Ecuador astonished her relatives by knocking on her coffin during her wake.
What?
And the incident has prompted a government investigation into the hospital. Relatives left the coffin behind and rushed retired nurse Bella Montoya back to the hospital after the wake Friday in the central city of Babahoyo. Gilberto Barbera told the Associated Press. "It gave us all a fright, you think?" Barbera said, adding that doctors have said his mother's situation remains dire. I do believe she ended up passing away a week later, if I remember right. Ecuador's health ministry said that Montoya was in intensive care Monday at the Martin Icaza Hospital in Babahoyo, while the ministry investigates doctors involved in her case. A technical committee has been formed to review how the hospital issues death certificates, the ministry said in a statement. Montoya initially had been admitted Friday at the hospital with a possible stroke and cardiopulmonary arrest, and when she did not respond to resuscitation, a doctor on duty declared her dead, the ministry said. Barbera said her mother was unconscious when she was brought to the emergency room, and that a few hours later a doctor informed him she was dead and handed over identity documents and a death certificate. The family then brought her to a funeral home and were holding a wake later Friday when they started to hear strange sounds. There were about 20 of us there, Barbera said. After about 5 hours of the wake, the coffin started to make sounds. My mom was wrapped in sheets and hitting the coffin, and when we approached, we could see that she was breathing heavily. Though he and relatives rushed her back to the hospital Friday, she was still in serious condition Monday. She was under intubation, and doctors weren't giving relatives much hope about her prognosis, Barbera said. No details have been released about the doctor who had prematurely declared the woman dead. And that's it. I do believe, though, she did end up passing away a couple of days later, if I'm remembering right. But you're sitting there at her wake, and she's knocking on her coffin. Like, so many questions.
Well, no, okay, yeah, it was for me because I figured that by the time they get to a wake that they've been embalmed.
But, we've learned, though, that funeral practices around the world are different.
Right.
So, not necessarily embalmed. It sounds like the funeral took place shortly thereafter.
Right. So I looked it up. Wakes began as a vigil after death, a way of watching over a loved one after their passing and spending a private moment together before burial.
Mm-hmm. So much to unwrap with the story. So they prematurely called her dead
Which I think happens quite often.
after a stroke.
I think that happens often.
Probably.
And I think there's usually more of
A waiting period
before they
between,
release the body.
You would think,
Because
right?
this sounds like, because you said that she went in Friday with the stroke.
Yep.
And later that day,
they were having
they
her
were
wake.
having the wake. So it happened all very quickly.
Yeah. So, like 20 people at the wake, you hear this knocking on the coffin. Well, I think that would scare the shit out of everybody, don't you think?
I don't think I'd ever go to another funeral or wake or.
So, yeah. Yeah, that's
why they had bell ringers.
Yeah, because they would prematurely call people dead.
Oh my goodness! No, I'd just be like,
I wouldn't know what to do.
I can't do this a second time.
I'd be like, bye. I can't. I'm not coming back.
But I mean, imagine you're sitting there, you're talking to your deceased family member, bearing your heart and soul and everything.
Could you picture that? You'd be up there like, oh, I miss you. I love you. I love you too. Say what? Not twice if you can hear me.
And then you take him back to the hospital and then have to do this all over again?
Right.
I'd be standing there poking him with a stick. You dead? You dead? Are you sure you're dead this time?
I don't think I'd want to claim it the second time. I'd be like, are you sure? You're positive this time?
Couldn't even imagine. But see, I could see my dad doing something like that.
Yeah, probably.
Just for giggles?
Just for shits and giggles?
Yes.
Yeah. I could see it too.
But man, that would be like...
like, you'd definitely be wiping something out of my drawers afterwards. Just saying. Like,
I'm just telling you, we'd be burning those because I ain't cleaning those.
I'd be like, oh, shit. Literally.
Nope, not cleaning those. Just throw them away.
I just couldn't.
But I know, and I also know that things are done differently.
Yeah, they're done differently all around the world. And, I mean, I get it. It moves fast, but holy shit. Like, what would have happened if they buried her alive? Which was common practice way back when, but damn, like,
I
Mom,
don't know.
I miss you. I miss you too. Let me out of this motherfucker.
No, I can't. I can't even.
I just can't right now.
I can't.
So, yeah, there's my weird news for the week.
That's definitely weird.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's happened, but I wouldn't expect it to happen now, like in 2023. Like, you know what I mean? All right. So yeah, there was our weird news.
Definitely weird.
All right.
Thanks for sharing. Now I'll have nightmares.
No problem. Anytime. All right. Well, we are going to take a quick break here, and then we will get into Kathy's favorite segment, Shock Therapy.
My name is Keely, and I host a true crime and paranormal podcast called Misty Mysteries. Misty Mysteries takes a special focus on unsolved cases and missing persons cases. All of my true crime episodes are made in hopes to raise awareness and bring justice to those who need it most. Most of these episodes are made in partnership or made with the families of the victims and missing people. But the podcast isn't always true crime. Sometimes I bring spooky content like hauntings, aliens, and cryptids, such as the original story of the Conjuring House, the life of Ed and Lorraine Warren, and Mothman. True crime and paranormal even cross at times to make two-part episodes, like the Bobby Mackey Music World, the Lizzie Borden House, and the Villisca Axe Murder House. Misty Mysteries is ready to be binge listened to with over 50 episodes anywhere you get your podcasts. I cannot wait to keep you company whenever and wherever you like to listen to your podcast.
Well, it's not the kind of scoring I thought I was going to get, but it's better than nothing. These must go here. Okay, Beavis, turn that knob thing. Okay, yeah, cool. On 3. 1. Whoa! I think you scored. How was it? It hurt really bad, and I think my nads caught on fire.
Darling, please. Hey, monkey, monkey, don't you know
You like that intro?
I do. I do.
So when we do this, it does feel like my nads caught on fire.
My nads caught on fire.
I feel it for the rest of the day. It'll be walking funny. So, welcome back. To shock therapy, and
With our son, Beau.
yeah, Beau's holding the trigger today. So,
Do you want to say hi?
yeah, we can't hear you.
You gotta get into the microphone, dude.
Hi.
Why?
Hi.
So, all right. And if you have listened to our episodes previous, you know what this is all about. You got your timer on. I'm ready.
All right. Here, Beau.
Don't do it unless I get it wrong. Don't. Is that one? No. Don't. Just wait.
All right. Let me read the question. Okay. Which Stephen King novel was released as a series of 6 paperback books from March through August 1996?
The Green Mile.
Oh, dang it.
I've read all of them.
I did too.
It was a good book.
I hated it. It came
Really?
out in little
Oh,
mini.
yeah. No, I like the ending to it. The original ending, not the movie ending.
I worked at the library at the time
Mm-hmm.
when this came out. So as soon as it would come into the library, I'd snag a copy and I would read it on my break and then
Yep.
put it back.
Yeah, because they weren't very long. They were only like, 50, 60 pages maybe?
Yeah.
They weren't very long.
But it was good.
Yeah.
I loved
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
How many years does Pennywise rest in between each of his eating periods?
30?
Wrong.
Ow! Okay, you only have to do it once.
Who turned it up?
I did. It goes up incrementally,
yeah, it does.
remember?
Okay, yep, you're right. 27 years.
27 years?
Yep.
I was going to say 30 years, too.
Even
Either way, it was wrong.
I got that one right when I did the quiz.
Oh, fucking Yahoo for you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yahoo for me. All right, ready? What was Stephen King's first published novel?
First published novel?
Correct.
Oh, it was a writing book. I don't know the name of it, but
I can give you
yeah.
Salem's Lot, Firestarter, Carrie, The Stand.
Oh, Carrie.
You got that right at the...
But he actually wrote something before that about writing, I believe, because he used to be an English teacher or
Well, I
something
said
like that.
published novel.
Oh,
That
yeah.
wouldn't be a novel.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck, that thing goes up to 11. Cranked that knob and ripped it off, I guess.
In the film Thinner, what cursed food does the main character eat?
Cursed food?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I don't know.
Cake, pie, pasta, chocolate bar.
Chocolate bar?
Wrong.
Mm. Ow! Oh, fuck.
Jacked up your mic on that one.
Oh, right. Oh.
It was pie.
Pie. Get right, that is a cursed food.
Well, Daddy has one more question. We
Oh,
got to see if he
fuck.
gets it right.
It goes up to 13. Where'd my shoe go? It's way over there by you. I fucking knocked my shoe off. Holy shit. Thank you. All right. Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh, you can't hear it, but Beau is laughing hysterically.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is.
Okay, you ready for your last one?
Little turd. Yeah, I'm ready.
Which Stephen King book has sold the most copies?
Sold the most copies?
Yes.
Oh, I have no clue.
The Shining, The Stand, It, Pet Cemetery.
I'm going to go with it.
Wrong.
Oh, okay. God damn. Holy shit, dude. Ooh.
That's just because you had it so tight around your
No,
arm.
I did not. Damn. You only have to do it once.
I already did.
Like my feet are tingling. Like, holy God.
The answer was The Shining.
Oh, really?
Yes. It
Are
was
you-
published in 1977 and has sold approximately 700,000.
700,000.
Yes.
Well, that's good to know. All right.
Did you like
You did your deed. Yeah, I know you do. Turd you. Oh, man. That hurt.
Let me see. Do you need a kiss?
No. If this bruises, I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway.
And we do not use this on the dog.
No, just me.
You volunteered for this.
Just me.
It was your idea.
Yeah, I know. All right, well, anyway. You're on a Stephen King kick lately with these questions. Like
And
the last one was about Stephen King.
yeah, it was. It
from
was all
Christine.
about. Yeah,
I'm just saying. Just throwing that out there.
I'm sorry.
Okay. No, you're not.
No,
All right.
not.
Anyway. Hope you enjoyed that.
Yes, I did.
All right. Yeah. And we will be right back and get into our main segment.
If you like weird, spooky, and strange history, then I have the podcast for you. My name is Brenda, and I'm the host of Horrifying History. Are you into the dark side of history? Horrifying History tells you about the side of history that people don't normally talk about. We tell the tales of haunted places, infamous true crimes, the paranormal, and unsolved mysteries, and then we look to history to see where the truth actually lies. Want to get spooky with us? Get your Horrifying History fix by subscribing today on Spotify, Spreaker, or wherever you find your favorite podcasts.
All right. No, you cannot shock me one more time. Play on your Minecraft and you just never mind shocking Dad. Anyway,
All right.
yeah.
So this week I was doing birthday superstitions and traditions,
Okay.
but I'm not doing I'm doing some of the lesser known
Okay.
traditions and superstitions.
Well, that's what we're known for, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So, blowing out the candles on a birthday cake is something we have all done as far back as we can remember. But have you ever wondered why?
No, not really. I'm just saying, I've never really wondered about it.
I didn't until recently, and then I was like, why do we do these things?
Now you got me kind of curious because now I'm like, well, why? Because it doesn't make any sense. Whatever.
Well, there are several different superstitions or beliefs about this tradition, and some are old as time. Some believe that the candles on your cake will tell you when you will be married. There is one candle on your cake for each year of your life, with each year getting more difficult to blow them all out.
Yeah.
Blow them all out at once, and you'll be married within a year.
Okay.
If you miss a few, the ones still lit equal how many years it will be until you get married.
Okay. Where did that come from?
I don't know where it came from, but it's more of a Southern tradition.
That's interesting.
I've heard of this one.
Well, I mean, when you're sitting down thinking about it, that was the big thing back then. You wanted, to marry if you're a woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, because it gave you hopefully some stability, your own family,
yeah,
your own
yeah, a new life.
household.
Yeah.
But let's look back even further in history. Around the 15th century, German bakeries began to sell one-layer cakes for birthdays as part of the German Kinderfest. And I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that. I think that's just a English,
Pronunciation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which dates back to the Middle Ages. Children were honored with a cake topped with lit candles the morning of their birthday. So the kids would come downstairs and they would get a cake
Yeah.
with
yeah.
candles on it. The candles were kept burning all day long until the cake was eaten after the evening meal.
Wow, imagine the wax on that.
I know, that's what I was thinking
Holy
too.
cow.
If a candle burned out, it was relit or replaced. The number of candles on the cake equaled the child's age plus one, representing the light of life, what we now call one to grow on or one for good luck.
Oh, so instead of having, say, Beau's 9, just saying,
Mhm.
they would put 10 candles on it
Correct.
instead. Oh. So for like Inception or whatever. Call it whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah. Huh. That's kind of cool.
The birthday child was excused from all chores for the day,
Well, they usually are now, too.
usually.
Usually.
And having friends and family over during this time was thought to be protection from evil spirits that might attempt to steal the child's soul.
Always coming back to that soul stealing thing.
Right. So the more noise you made at a birthday party,
The
the
less
safe-
chance
Yes.
of being taken, right?
yes.
Basically. Huh.
But you weren't supposed to just invite everybody you knew. It had to be family
Friends.
and intimate friends.
So close friends.
So not acquaintances.
Yeah. Huh.
But
That's
when
cool.
you were together, you're supposed to make as much noise as possible.
Which is not uncommon at birthday parties now.
Well, no, because the kids are all feral, running around the house, screaming, and because they're
Yeah.
all jacked up on.
Sugar.
But I thought it was interesting that they keep the candles lit from the time they get up until after dinner.
Yeah. So you basically need somebody to sit there and watch that cake while it's,
Well, I would imagine that
or throughout the day anyway.
back then, the women spent most of their days in the kitchen anyway.
Yeah. In the
So
house.
it was a special day. So you'd be in the house preparing a special meal
Mm-hmm.
for friends and family.
Yeah.
So you'd be in the kitchen anyway with the.
But I can't get over the, like, what they do, peel the wax off of it before they eat it.
I
Like,
don't know.
good God. What did they use for candles back then, though?
I didn't.
You know what I
didn't look
mean?
into it.
Like, if that was, I don't know if they even would have had candles then, would they? I imagine they,
did.
would.
They did. Yes, candles have been around for a long time. They've been made out of different materials over time.
Yeah. Like, that's a feat in its own, just keeping candles lit, you know?
And they probably didn't have like the itty bitty little birthday candles that we
No,
have now.
yeah,
They
they're
would have
Bigger candles.
candles.
That would be real.
Yeah. A little bit. What did you think? Be a major fire hazard.
Yeah, I would.
Interesting, though. I never knew that.
I didn't either.
That's kind of cool. I don't want to do it.
No, I don't either. No, that's not a tradition. I don't want
No.
to stand in the kitchen and watch these candles burn all day long.
No.
So most of us are familiar with making a wish when we blow out our candles.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to keep the wish to yourself or it won't come true.
Mm-hmm.
This tradition or superstition can be traced back to the ancient Greeks. Ancient Greeks put candles on sweets, mainly a bread-like pastry made from flour, nuts, honey, and yeast, to pay tribute to the Greek moon goddess Artemis. A round cake symbolized the moon, and the candles represented the reflected moonlight.
Okay.
So even the shape of the cake had a meaning,
Yeah.
which I never thought about before either. Like,
Mm-mm.
why are cakes usually round? Originally, it was to honor the moon goddess.
That's kind of cool.
I thought that was really cool.
Well, I mean, you got to think back then, everything revolved around gods and goddesses.
Oh, I know.
You
It's
know.
it's so interesting to look at some of these superstitions and traditions and realize how far back they go and how
How far detached they've become from the original meaning.
well, not only that, but the fact that so many of them are pagan rituals
Mm-hmm.
And people nowadays are like, oh, pagan rituals are horrible. But most of what you do today come from
pagan rituals.
Yes. I
Like-
never realized how many are seeped in pagan rituals until we started doing this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And the more that I see this, the more it opens my eyes and makes me question more
Yeah.
of our everyday.
No, I always say it, not getting religious, but how do you get a group of people to assimilate into another group of people? You take on their culture. You keep the base, but you kind of change it a little to your own so that both of them
And I
feel
get that,
equal. Or,
taking the best of
both
your
worlds.
Yeah, and combining it into one.
Yeah.
But then when you look at people today and how they look down on where their traditions actually come from,
Yeah.
that's what's discouraging to me, that I see so many people that, oh, that's just,
Yeah.
But something as simple as blowing out your candles can date back so far.
Mm-hmm. And have a totally different meaning than what you think it is.
Well, like most people nowadays probably don't even realize why you blow out your candles on your cake, except for the fact that
You've
make a
always
wish.
done it. Yeah.
Right. And part of it is once the candles were extinguished, the smoke would rise to the heavens, taking your wish along with it.
Yeah, as a message. Like an early tweet.
Yes. Like an early tweet.
Like an early tweet. Yep.
I thought that was really kind of cool how...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
it's
very interesting. Like, it's just how things got lost.
over time.
Yeah, lost in history, or not lost, but changed.
And nowadays, like
know.
I said, I never really thought about why we blow out candles or why we sing happy birthday. I just always saw it as a very awkward moment
Mm-hmm.
during a birthday party.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't like anything being sung to me. I don't even like a birthday cake. Birthdays to me are just another day.
I believe in celebrating our birthdays. I think they're important.
For the kids, yes, but for me, I don't like it.
In a lot of cultures, you do not celebrate your birthday over 40.
Well, that should be the same. Okay, I will practice that.
But you want to know why? You want to know why? Because in a lot of cultures, from what I was reading, that your birthday over 40, you flip the bill for it. We're here in the United States. We expect it's our birthday. Everybody takes us out to dinner.
Yeah.
They buy us a cake. They throw a birthday party. In other cultures, you do it yourself. So you take your family and friends out for dinner. You pay for dinner and drinks. You buy your own cake.
No.
And that gets very expensive. So people opt not to celebrate their birthdays because they don't want to foot the bill.
And, I mean, that's just me. I don't like celebrating my birthday. I mean, for the kids, it's different. You know what I mean? For me, it feels awkward and weird. So what? It's just another year, you know? I mean,
that's fine, but I think it's super important to celebrate the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And if they get older and they decide they don't want to, that's fine. But
yeah,
as little people, I want to celebrate.
Yeah, and I think it's funny how it gets construed differently over history or through time. You know.
I do too. Like
it's
reading up on this stuff. I was just like, oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
And like, have you ever wondered why we get birthday spankings?
Well, mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we're not talking about everyday spankings. We're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Just saying.
So the tradition of birthday spankings or bumps, because in some places they call it bumps, because spankings is
oh God forbid.
The tradition is believed to mimic the first smack on the bottom of a newborn from the doctor or nurse to get the blood moving and the baby's first cry.
Yeah.
So you know how they give you that little pat on the butt. So over time, like for your birthday, here's another pat to keep you going.
Keep that blood going.
Yep.
Oh.
So, the number of swats corresponds with how many years the child has lived.
Hmm. I'd have a raw ass by now.
Ugh. Come here, Daddy.
No, and keep going.
In the UK, Ireland, and Canada, it involves the birthday person being grabbed by their arms and legs and flinging them up and down in the air.
Okay.
It is an attempt to mimic the way we toss infants into the air and make them giggle.
Sure shit wouldn't make me giggle. I'd be like, catch me. I'm too old for this.
No, you don't let go. You kind of like,
Yeah.
so you have
just kinda
someone holding
flopping
your
over.
arms
Yeah.
and somebody's holding your legs, and they toss you and your bottom bumps the ground, and they
Yeah.
do that continuously for how many years you are.
Ouch.
Well, if you got aggressive friends, yes, it would be ouch.
It would be ouch. Ugh.
In Jamaica, oh, and there's another one in Canada about greasing your nose.
Hmm?
It's like you have to sneak up and grease the birthday person's nose. I don't know why.
Okay.
Maybe some of our friends can.
Let us know how that one works out.
Yeah. In Jamaica, they have a birthday tradition called flowering.
Okay.
It involves coming up with sneaky ways to throw flour on the birthday person.
Just like regular flour. White flour?
Yep.
Okay.
I-
Yeah.
It's just, I guess, a fun thing to do. And some, it's not.
That's all in having fun, right?
And this tradition isn't just in Jamaica, it's in other like smaller areas too. But sometimes it involves like throwing water first, then the flour. Yuck. Throwing
Yeah.
eggs at the person, then the flour.
Oh. Imagine trying to get that out of your hair.
Exactly.
Good
no,
God.
thank you.
No. I'll pass on that tradition, thanks. If you're into it, go for it, but I'll pass on it, thanks. Not my,
Like I
cup of
said,
tea.
these are less known birthday traditions or
Yeah.
superstitions. Instead of birthday spankings, the Italians have a bizarre custom of tugging on the ear.
That would be annoying.
So instead of getting a spanking on the bottom, you get a tug on your ear for each year that you're alive.
Okay.
This stems from the idea that long ears symbolize a long life.
Okay.
So they're trying to make your ears
Ears
longer so that you'll have a long life.
Okay.
I don't think I would like that one.
That would just be annoying over time. That's like that fucking ant that comes along.
Oh, it's always pinching your cheeks and gushing over
yeah,
you.
No, thanks. Personal space, people. Personal space.
You don't like your ears touched to begin with, much less somebody coming along and tugging on them for.
I don't like to be touched in general, unless I want you to touch me. Just saying.
We're gonna move right along.
Yeah, moving on. Personal space.
So in Denmark, expect to be doused in cinnamon if you are not married by 25.
Okay, that one
It didn't make a lot of sense the way I was reading it, but
make them smell sweeter or something.
well, no, because it was a belief that like the spice traders would be gone for long periods of time, so they didn't have time to find a
mate.
a spouse.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I know that cinnamon is supposed to bring you wealth.
Yeah.
I didn't know it's supposed to bring you a spouse, but I do know it's supposed to increase your wealth. It's supposed to keep unwanted spirits out of your home.
Okay. All right.
But that was a new one to me. In Nepal, colored rice yogurt is often eaten to celebrate birthdays. The yogurt is also rubbed onto the birthday person's forehead as a blessing for long life, health, and good luck. I don't like yogurt.
That's less intrusive.
I don't like yogurt. I don't like the taste of it. I don't like the smell of it. Don't you dare rub that on my forehead.
I'm sure that's probably steeped in religious tradition, So,
I don't know, but I'm definitely not doing that one.
no.
I'll take the spanking.
Yeah, I know you will. I know.
In China, it is common for the birthday person to eat extra long noodles.
Like the fucking noodles ain't long enough.
Longevity noodles symbolize long life and good luck.
You got to eat it all in one sitting. Like,
Well, it
how
doesn't.
long a noodle are we talking?
It didn't say.
What kind of noodle are we talking? What?
What kind of noodle would you like to eat?
Hey, I like ramen.
Okay. In Australia, you eat fairy bread for your birthday. I thought this was kind of cool.
Fairy bread?
Fairy bread. So you take a slice of bread and you put a very thin layer of butter on top, and then you add hundreds and thousands. Do you know what hundreds and thousands are?
No, you lost me at that one.
Hundreds and thousands are what we Americans call sprinkles.
It's a different name for sprinkles.
Yes.
So like the shit that the kids eat,
Yes.
that kind of sprinkles.
Yes. So you take a piece of bread, you put a thin layer of butter on it, and you put sprinkles all over it.
So
and it's called fairy
stays.
bread.
Yeah. Oh, no kidding. I wonder what that tastes like.
I don't know. I was kind of curious when I was reading this.
When Reagan comes home, we're
Exactly.
going to have to try it.
Exactly. That was my thought. I'm like, I'm going to make her eat some fairy bread when
Here,
she
you want
comes
some
home.
sprinkles?
I'm just going to call it fairy bread.
There you go. Yeah.
And I bet she'll be like
it, though.
all excited about it.
Probably.
I thought that was cool, though. It's kind of a fun little, and it would be fun for like birthday parties to
Yeah. Yeah, it's different.
make
I've never
fairy
heard of
bread.
that.
I haven't heard of most of these.
Yeah, I've never heard of any of these, so these are all kind of cool.
It is. It's fun. So, in Japan, you don't celebrate every birthday.
Okay. Why?
That's just not what they do.
So is
So
it
they
like
s-
every leap year?
No, they celebrate like your first birthday. That's because that's an uber important one.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
most babies don't make it to the first birthday.
Mhm.
Then it's like your 10th birthday. Then there's a couple
in there.
in there. And the big one that they celebrate is 60.
Why?
When a man at the age of 60 has reached, it's what they call their second childhood.
Retirement age.
So they have lived 5 decades.
Yeah.
So they've reached their second childhood. And they have to wear a red hat and a red vest. And it symbolizes returning to their childhood. And from this point, all of his troubles are forgotten. So it's
Even
like they
debt?
start going. I don't know, because I was wondering that too. But they start going backwards,
That's cool. Well,
and
I
they
mean,
get to like you said, retirement. They
Yeah.
get to enjoy
your life. You know, you
and
worked
have
it.
fun and
Yeah.
do
You
everything
worked
that
your
you had to
whole
put
life,
off.
So why not enjoy it?
And they have a specific name for it. And I tried very hard to
Pronounce it. And
yeah
you just
and listen
epic
to
fail.
the it was so I'm not gonna
no.
ruin that.
That one, I like that one though. That one, in some sense, even here is true. You know, after 60, it's like, you know, who cares? You've lived your life. Go do what you want. You know,
Exactly.
you hate to say it sound like this, but you put your time in. You
Right
know,
now it's time to.
so go have fun with it.
hmm
You know,
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Hmm.
Then, this is the last one I have. In parts of Germany, men that were still single at 30 had to sweep the steps of City Hall. The catch? They had to do this in drag until they could find a virgin to kiss.
why in drag though? Like,
I don't know.
well, the sad part is, well, no, I was married at 20, but we didn't get married until we were in our 40s, 30s, 40s, 30s, 40s.
40s.
So, I mean, I'd be dressing in drag, sweeping stairs.
It's been modified. It didn't give a time frame on when they would do this, but it's been
Mhm.
modernized. So now both males and females on their 30th birthday, they will go drinking cheap booze with their friends while sweeping steps or other chores to show that they're eligible for marriage.
Oh, so you're mature enough for marriage? You know how to sweep stairs? Like,
I guess. I don't know. You're doing household chores.
yeah,
Showing that, hey,
you're
I'm
responsible and all that. And yeah. Okay, yeah, I've never heard that.
I hadn't heard of most of these because, everybody's heard of like your Sweet 16, your Kinsey.
Yeah, yeah. All of those little, like, milestone birthday ones. I've never heard any of these.
Any of these. No, I hadn't either. I was like, oh, these are kind of fun. These would be fun
But
to talk about.
it's weird how they get lost in history, though. Because I bet you any money if you ask anybody now, do you still do that?
Well, this one in
know?
Germany sounds like it's still current.
Really? I mean, they evolve with time, but it just, a lot of them, I'm wondering if they still do them or not.
Well, the one in Japan, they still do. That's still a huge tradition.
That one should be worldwide. That's just me.
But I'm sure some of these other ones, like in China, eating the long noodles, because I read that you can go to it gave a name of the noodles,
Mm-hmm.
like a brand, and so you can still find the noodles and go home and cook them, but you have to make sure that you don't accidentally break the noodles.
Yeah, because it has to be one solitary strand.
Right.
That would be a bitch. How would you boil that noodle? How long is the noodle? Like, I have so many questions with that.
If you think about it, ramen noodles are actually fairly long, but they come in a small package because they are folded over.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can make noodles different sizes, and you can cook them like spaghetti. We just opt to break
Break
in
it in half, yeah. Well, it's weird. That one to me is weird. I mean, I shouldn't say it's weird, but it's different. It's unique. I've never heard of it.
Mm-mm.
I
hadn't heard of most of these.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one.
Or I hadn't wondered why we have birthday cakes or candles.
Yeah, and now it's like, well, it's a legitimate question. Where did it come from? You do it your whole life, but you just kind of think that
you don't question it anymore.
Yeah.
You just do it because it's there.
And you've always done it.
Like I said, I've never really liked the whole aspect of someone singing happy birthday or a group of people staring at you singing happy birthday. I've always felt that was weird and awkward.
Yeah, still is.
I've always believed in the make a wish and blow out your candles.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand that when you blow out the candles, it's supposed to be the smoke leaving the candles, taking your wish up to the moon goddess.
And that makes complete and utter sense when you put it into into that
right,
context.
it does. It makes a whole lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense. It's just kind of cool where they came from. And sometimes it's pretty bad. It's sad how it gets lost in history. Because some of these are really interesting.
They are.
They
are.
Especially that one. I really like that one.
The candles?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's cool.
I think it's cool. So.
And I want my kids to know. Because, you make a wish. Who does the wish go to? That was always my question. Is there just like a wish fairy that comes along and grants
your wish? Like
kind of like the tooth fairy who comes and takes your... don't get me started on that one.
Let's not get into that one.
I can't deal with that one.
That one to me, I don't... Yeah. We have to look into that, where the tooth fairy come from. That'll be a future episode.
Maybe.
So, all right. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
You want to let everybody know where we can be found at?
allhallowsevepodcast.com. You can scoot on over there, find all of our episodes, find a link to our merchandise, a link to our page that shows our fans with our merchandise. You can shoot us an email. Check out the trivia that's on there.
Yep.
Pop in and send us a little hi.
Yep. Send us an email.
How you doing?
You can find us on Facebook too. That's where a lot of our interaction comes from, is Facebook. Kathi heads that. So, but yeah, we've been.
Oh, you're also on TikTok now?
Yeah, we're on TikTok.
Don't worry, you don't have to look at us.
But I've been half tempted with some of the dumb stuff my daughter does.
Hey, be nice.
I'm like,
she's not here to defend herself.
make a video of that. This is what we do on our off time.
I've been thinking about like when you work on your Halloween projects,
Yeah.
your props, about maybe
Throwing
recording
some
some
up
of
there.
that in there.
Yeah, because all my stuff's homemade, so that'll be starting shortly. And we will probably stay on this every 2-week regimen and until probably August or so, just so we can spend some time with the kids during summer and
Yeah,
all
we're
of that.
we're really
So,
having fun being outside, whether
Yeah.
it's digging in the garden, going for our walks out on the trail.
yeah,
Just
we are definitely outside people. So, but yeah,
we'll still be doing episodes. They'll
Yep.
just be a little further
in
between.
And we are actually into our, I think it's our 83rd or 84th episode
Nice.
with this one. So
Nice.
2 years is coming up quick,
Whew.
right? So anyway, yeah, you can find us on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. If you go to our website, there's links right there. It'll take you right to it. So if you enjoy the banter, you'll enjoy the social media, because sometimes it gets a little weirder on the social media aspects. But
Sometimes, yes. Yes, it does.
yep. And yeah, so is that it? That all you got?
No, I have a joke for you.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why did the vampire need mouthwash?
What?
Because he had bat breath.
Breath. That's bad.
Stay spooky, my friends.